Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is a review for Love and Hip Hop, the Family Reunion Episode 2 review. Okay, because there's not a lot of things coming on TV because it's about to be Christmas, it's about to be New Year. I'm going to probably review each little one show live because it's just easier. It's just easier. But thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for the live watchers and also for people who will watch the replay of it all. I want to remind y'all I'm going to be live on Thursday. I'm going to do what I used to do before. It's going to be a little game night. Okay, a little game night with Black Card Revoke, some bad choices. That will be the day before Christmas Eve. So it's going to be Thursday at 9 o'clock on my channel. A good game night, little fun. I used to have that all the time. But then once I got on the panels and everything, I just wasn't able to do it as often. So I want to have a little throwback laugh, little game night of 2021. So make sure to come and have a good time with me on Thursday on Jaylee's Corner. Okay, at 9 o'clock. It'll be fun. I'm gonna have some drinks. Okay, so feel free to have some drinks. I do not know how long I'll be on live on Thursday, but I'm thinking about maybe an hour or so. So again, a good time should be had by all. I can't wait. Okay, we always had a good night on game night. Okay, we would laugh, chit chat, and be things like question and answers or whatever. So that is what's going on Thursday and whatnot. Okay. But let's get into Love and Hip Hop, the reunion. Okay, I hope everybody having a whole good what's today? Tuesday. Okay, this is my first Tuesday night little show. Okay, every Tuesday at 9 between 9 and 9:30, I'll be live for something. Okay, it may be a review, it may be a gossip chat, it may be a little quick question and answer. But every Tuesday, okay, between 9 and 9:30, I will be live on my channel to get, make sure I'm having time with y'all and whatnot. Okay, but hello to people who are in here now. Okay, if you are in the chat, you're supposed to be talking. It's a conversation. Okay, please and thank you. I don't watch this anymore, but I'm glad I'm here. This look. It's weird to remember how captivating Love and Hip Hop used to be. Okay, but now it's something different, and now it's like, oh, you can watch it a little bit, but you don't have to because the reviewers, review it, and it's just not as good as it used to be. But I mean, that's what it is or whatever. Yes, Xmas Eve, yeah, Xmas Eve is what it would be. But yeah, this Thursday. But hello, hey, and Lulu. Okay, what's up from the D? Okay, absolutely. Okay, we are always here from the D. So watching this, oh, I forgot, y'all. Do not forget, I'll be forgetting some time to give my whole spiel to make sure to subscribe, okay, and all of that to this channel, to my other channel. It's always a good thing to subscribe, okay? Do not forget to do all these things here, okay? This and this and this and this and this and also this, okay? Y'all know, please like the video. Like the video. It helps all the time. Okay, you're supposed to be commenting in the comment section. If you are here, let's talk. Okay, let's talk. Hit the little share button. Share it on your social media. Okay, helping me help you help me by sharing me with who you know. Okay, y'all know to relax, to relate, to release. Send yourself and everyone around you, and also inhale and exhale. Yeah. I am here and stuff. Okay. To follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, please and thank you. Okay. A mouthful of stuff was just said. But again, hello. I was just about to watch because I wanted the band, but we came on, so I'm like, F it. Honey, just watch me. Just like this, just watch me. Thank you, Miss Keita. Thank you. Okay, I tried my best to be the only me that I can be I'm not in the army, but again, you know what I mean. So, but hey, okay, hey. Right, so look, sometimes people don't be liking, but I'm like, it's okay. I know they love me, okay? But we still had the same old gang of thieves around here, okay? The same people It's who was on the show. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to keep watching, even though I feel like it's already a little bit cheesy or whatever. It's already feeling a little bit forced or whatever. I'm like, please stop forcing us to, either like people or it's just weird. Okay, it's just a little bit weird. Okay, but the first thing I want to discuss today, okay, is Amina and Tara. Okay, we see Amina, and I'm not going in any order, or whatever. I'm pushing things up. We see Amina and Tara walking and talking or whatever. Now we see they are on better terms now. Now we remember the whole fiasco, okay, with them two, around whatever season they was on, where Peter was living with Tara. They had two kids together, whatever, and he went and married Amina, and then Amina had to walk up to Tara, girl, I'm not somebody you just fucking okay. I am his wife, and put down her license that had Amina, whatever that name is, to show Tara, I am his wife. Okay, you are the big mama, I am the wife. And then Tara smacked Amina, and a fight was had. Now that, in my opinion, is when that was a real entertaining storyline. Okay, because it wasn't fake. Okay, you can't guess that the dude who got 18,000 kids went and married some lady who at that point in time was not, who didn't have any of his children, while he was living with one of the baby mamas. Okay, we could not guess that could happen. Right. And look, it ain't been good since Tyra and Miss Beef. You know, I'm over Erica. I think a lot of people may be over Erica. I want Erica in a relationship marriage to win. I want Erica to just stop. We're gonna go there later. Okay, we're gonna go there later. Not back that was not 96. But I feel like that was around the time when we were getting like real authentic stories. I think now Love and Hip Hop feel like everyone makes up a story in their head and we don't get anything real. It be all made up and it gets on my damn nerve. But Amina brings up how for her, back in the day, at the time she married Peter, she did not, like, they had not been dating long for one. And not only that, she said, I had no idea how deep this relationship was between him and Tara. I did not know. Because again, Peter wasn't being honest with anybody. So as far as Amina knew, he was single. Okay, that's just his baby mama, whatever. It ain't nothing more than that. Okay. I was like, honey, we was lying. And then Tara brings up for her, her and Peter were living together and she had to find out that he was married. So they both agree that they were put in this impossible situation that pitted them against each other, and then they just had to work through it. My thing is this: Peter put y'all in that situation. That was all Peter. Okay, Peter, the pumpkin eater, and he's also a cheater, was the one and the reason that y'all was put at odds in the first place, because he was lying to both women, having sex with both women, because as we remember, they both had children with him. Tara got pregnant with third baby. Amina had two kids by him. It was a whole mess. It was a whole mess. And I was like, girl, please fix it. But again, they both say they have worked through those issues. They are okay now. They are good. They are in good spirits now because they've grown up. And I was like, because that was probably 7-8 years ago. Because that was like around 2013, 2014, I believe. But all that happened, yeah, they have hood twins. Same time. And it was weird because I feel like at one point they both dropped like pregnancy photos. I mean, that was a time. Was I reviewing the show back then? I wasn't reviewing the show, I was just watching it. Look, I missed out on some good reviews because I wasn't a YouTuber yet. Okay. But again, yeah, that was crazy. But I do remember talking about it on social media. I know that. I'm glad they have worked it through. When he do it, yes, they will. Okay, yes, he will. He will do it absolutely. Okay. Now, with them both being, over all of that or whatever, Amina brings up how her and Peter are finally divorced. Yes, they are finally divorced or whatever. So she wants to have a divorce party, and Tara is invited. So even though Tara was not invited to the wedding, she was there for the divorce. I was like, girl, I guess so. But they both still love Peter, if you ask me. Now let's get to Bobby and Erica. So we know that Bobby and Erica are kind of at odds a little bit. I don't know if he's at I don't know if he's at odds with her or she's at odds with him. It's very, very weird in my opinion. Bobby feel like Erica owes him an explanation and also an apology because so when the rumors was out that Safari was cheating on Erica, and Erica, I believe at that point in time, Erica had filed for divorce and it was pictures and videos of him at the clubs or whatever, hanging out with women, okay, different women, and Erica felt some kind of way. So Bobby said that Erica had one of her friends go check one of Bobby's friends because Bobby had brought a female friend with him to some event that Safari was at, and the girl was either messing around with Safari, was trying to mess around with Safari, was trying to get close to that man named Safari. And Erica did not like us. Our friend went to the party, was fussing and getting some kind of girl, was fussing, trying to get into some kind of situationship with the girl who was Bobby's friend, which then made Bobby get involved. Okay, now Bobby said when he tried to break it up, the fight between um the girl and Erica's friend, that the friend of Erica, was fighting on him. Okay, so he feel like I need her to say sorry to me, and Erica feel like, well, Safari's friends, they know how to move different when he's cheating. They know how to protect him when he's cheating or whatever, and that's on bullshit. It was like even if I file for divorce, that does not mean that he can still mess with other women. And this is my thing. It went on for a little while. Okay, it went on for a little while. That finger looks what you what you that it do look long. Long fingers. The thing about this is Erica has been right. Eric is weird because if you file for divorce from your husband, what do you want him to do? What was the point in you filing for divorce? Were you trying to scare him into wanting to be with you? Did you want to wake him up? So it's like, what did she want him to do? I don't think anyone files for divorce and expect their husbands to go frolic with other women. But I feel like if he was frolicking with women while y'all were married, if you was frolicking with women while y'all were married, what do you think telling him that you want a divorce will cause him to do? He gonna be a frolicker. And I'm not saying it's okay at the all. What I'm saying is when you know someone is already out here being reckless, you can't expect him to calm down because you now officially filed for divorce. So when Bobby and Erica chit chat or whatever, and there was the chit chat, Zell was also in there, and so was Jonathan. And um Erica's point was, look, my friends or whatever, do what they do. Okay, my people do whatever they want to do. I can't control them. That ain't on me. But if you fussing with them and you swing on them or whatever, you make it what it is. And Bible, like, look, if someone come in my face, then saying it's gonna be, we fighting on sights. Okay, meaning don't pop up my face being all rah rah and expect me to not jump back bad with you. And it's weird because it's like no one should want to fight anyone over someone else's husband. It's like Erica said how her people do they want to do, but you know what people did. And I'm like, you posted on social media saying where to send the money as if you pay her to go pop up and do something dumb. So at this point in time, I feel like both Erica and Bobby are fussing with each other for no real reason. In my opinion, okay, it's weird. I don't want my people even getting riled up to fight someone my husband messing with. Because for what? Because my husband's the one who ain't shit. Safari's the one who ain't shit. So it's weird for Erica to want someone to go check the female, and then when a female is fussing with Bobby, look, people need to keep their hands to themselves. But I also say don't pop up in someone's face because everybody's not raised to keep their hands to themselves. Okay, if you fuss with old girl, but you never know what could happen from that. Okay, but I'm gonna leave that be. How you got them is how you lose them. What does she even want? No, why does she even want to marry him? We only hear bad shit. Yeah, and it's like she complained about how horrible of a husband he was, but then she cried about sick one. I'm like, what part was good? If the only good part was before the marriage and that isn't who he is anymore, why would you not want to move on? It's crazy how Erica blames her impulsive behavior on postpartum. True. And this is the thing about Erica. Erica was impulsive before getting pregnant. Erica has always been impulsive. The only thing I feel like she can blame her postpartum, with or whatever, is maybe how she's consistently back and forth with her emotions. That could really be postpartum, but she's always been impulsive. So I don't like her consistency. I just had a baby 2 months ago. Okay, that's fine. We get that. So go sit down somewhere. Okay. Good point, Jaylee. I think Erica did think her filing for divorce was going to make Safari act right. Yeah, right. And again, he wasn't shit before you filed for divorce. You know Safari ain't shit. You know Safari's not responsible enough to be A, B, C, or D, the one to be responsible. So why even act like I'm upset at him for being him? Okay. And not only that, I feel a part of me feel like Erica and Safari are dragging this out to be on the show. And that's what also aggravates me. Bobby can't be hitting women, so that ain't right. Look, my point of view is this. Do not put your hands on someone and expect them not to hit you back solely because you're a woman, they're a man. We have to keep our hands to ourselves, okay? Because I can't swing on a dude and get mad if he hits me back. I swung on him. Everyone was not raised to not hit back. Most most people are raised to defend themselves. So that's a catch 22. Okay. There's a way for a man to defend himself without hitting a woman. Okay, there's a way for a man to restrain a woman who's trying to put their hands on him. However, if someone is continually trying to attack you, at some point you may need to, knock their ass down. Just one punch. Just look. Let me get back on screen, okay? Just one punch. That's all it takes. Okay. One good old punch, knock their ass down, and they'll leave you alone. And again, I'm not condoning violence at all. Not doing that at all. What I'm saying is sometimes we have to learn to keep our hands to ourselves. Men do too. Men do not be hitting women because we can't physically beat your ass, to a pulp how you can possibly do us. So everyone need to keep their hands to themselves, period. But if you as a woman, if me as a woman, I'm a woman. If me as a woman hits a man, I can't say he should have hit me back. No, I shouldn't have hit him. Period. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's a catch 22 or whatever. I'm trying to see some more comments before I move on to the next part. Karma's written. She gotta have a problem. She ain't doing it for TV anymore at this point. It's crazy. They still together. That's why I say I can't. I said during the season of Love and Hip Hop, what they was on there, that I did not feel bad for Erica or Safari because they consistently will fuss on TV about this, that, or the other, but neither one of them have really actually left the other one. You know what I'm saying? That's the bad part. My grandma said, if you pass the lake, you can get. If you pass, you can take it. Keep your hands to yourself. Bobby probably ain't didn't even push over a brown helicopter her ass. Bobby do look like a helicopter fighter. He really do. That is funny. They deserve each other in a positive way. No shade. I can. They do. They want to be together. Because at the end of the day, neither one of them have really went through with divorce. That's on them. Okay. Now, when they talking or whatever, Erica brings up how for her, Bobby said, I went to Safari's event or whatever, brought my friend to just be with me, to have a good time with me. I did not bring her with any intention of her messing with Safari. However, something happened between them two that was not my intent. I was not setting anybody up. Look, I didn't do it. I'm innocent, okay? But Erica's thing was, but once you seen something happening, you had to know how wrong that was. And my thing is this, I can't blame Bobby for what Safari allowed to happen with Bobby's friend. If Bobby's saying I had no intent of hooking them two up, but it happened, I can't blame Bobby. I can blame Safari because he's the husband. He's the one. But I also feel like, but I know my husband ain't shit, so am I surprised? No, I'm not gonna blame someone else in my anger toward my ancient husband. Okay, that's the thing. If a woman, if you're woman enough to give a hit, you are woman enough to get hit back. Okay, again, and that's if a woman swings on a man first, I can't complain about what he does in retaliation. Now, the man should know not to go too far. You know what I'm saying? Don't do too much. But I can't be like, oh, don't get her back. No, you can't do that. You know, anyway. Safari, Erica just like Steve. Oh, Stevie and Faith. Well, you know what? Safari and Erica are worse in my opinion, only because they consistently talk about the shit on social media. Faith and Stevie J, we don't ever really hear nothing from them directly. It's usually some word in the mouth, a source said, and that stuff. Erica and Safari will be on social media. Safari just busting my lip, knocked over a vase. I can't believe that. Safari. Erica, it's like they will be transcribing what's going on in their house. So that's why I say they full of shit. Okay, too much round here. Okay, but again, when they figure out, hey, it's not Bobby's fault. Erica didn't pay old girl to go be Bobby ass. They realize, okay, let's move on past this and let it be or whatever. And it's gonna be fine. Now, Erica, I'm just so I'm 2 months postpartum. I'm so no, miss me. I don't feel bad for her. And not that I don't feel bad for what she's going through. I still feel like she's actively going through these things for the show. Because she usually left the people before who dogged her out. And now you have a husband who's actively, publicly dogging you out. Okay, publicly doing shit that's foul. And you still sit around and you cry about it? And I get she has kids. Cool. She also has an older son. Where his daddy at? So to me, Erica's to a point to where she know all of this can play out on social media. I can get money for it or whatever. I can get paid for it. So I want to keep getting paid for it. And I'm like, I'm over it. Okay, I am over it. Now we then see a scene with the 4 ladies talking. We had Brooke Valentine, Yo-Yo, Erica, and then also Mimi. And they're just sitting around chit-chatting or whatever. Because Erica felt like, Safari, and people felt like because she filed for divorce that she should not care what he was doing. Okay, but that's some bullshit. That ain't how I am or whatever. I still wanted him to fight for the families that have been with other women. And I'm like, again, you're asking him to do something that he didn't even do when y'all were, fully married. You're asking him to be more committed to you and to your family after you file for divorce. He wasn't that committed before the divorce. So it's weird. And yes, sometimes you can scare someone straight to where you'll do something or whatever and they fix themselves. That ain't Safari. You're saying that ain't Safari. And we can see that. Period. So I was like, girl, bye. Now Brooke then brings up how, she gets it or whatever. That, she filed for divorce or whatever, and then Safari acted out because he was hurt. She then said that because she then brings up how Marcus, her husband, cheated on her when she was pregnant. She brings up how he was out here getting some head. I'm like, look, this is what aggravates me about Marcus and Brooke. They were on whatever season of the show, and I feel like the minute they were on the show, we never got any real moments from them too. Okay, they then got together and got married off the show, never came back to the show, had a whole baby, and now y'all are back and want to say, oh, he cheated. Bitch, y'all baby like 4. I think she's 2, maybe 3. But again, he cheated years ago. Why bring it up? You still married to him, all in love, and kiss him in the face. So it's like, why bring it up now? Brooke and Marcus they like to come around with these fake stories. Not fake, but fabricated current events of things that happened a long time ago, back in yesteryear. Okay, that's what makes me mad. And right, why show your hair? She's so misplaced. You know, I think so too. But Brooke wanting to, commiserate Tasha Rocks, with Erica about cheating husbands because he cheated on your girl. Okay, he went. Okay, I partly don't believe her because I feel like why bring it up now? Is it, he for sure did he really? You got some head, but you stayed. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. Now, you're bringing up how people do cheat, men cheat, don't cheat, but you have these kids now, whatever, and y'all have to figure out like how to get to a point of respecting each other to co-parent. Now, Mimi is the queen of having figured shit out with X because her and CJ, took years. Now, Mimi brings up how for her, it took her years to get past the hurt and pain that, yes, it's more gifts over there. I don't know why I haven't moved that one over to where the other gifts are under the tree. But yeah, um, but Mimi brings up how many years it's occurred to forgive, or not forgive, but to move past this thing that Stevie did. Okay, now when she brought up how she had watched the show, I had to watch the first season or whatever and see, him and Johnson or whatever. That's how I figured out what really happened with them. I'm like, that's true because when the show first came out, like saying 9 10 years ago, social media wasn't popping like that, like it is now. Like back then, you really did have to watch the show to see what was going on. Nowadays, you can watch social media and see a whole season play out before it even airs. So her think like, I had to sit and go through what Erica's going through, which is sitting around and watching your husband do shit, and that's hard. But I like how she told her, like, look, it's not gonna be easy. It's also not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take time for y'all to get past what he did or whatever and get to a better place. Because that's true. I think Erica felt like either that baby would be an automatic fix, her divorce to him would be a thing that would snap him into wanting to be with her, or so I don't know. But I'm like, no, ma'am. He maybe just don't want to be with you. But I want her to stop holding on to that as if he's wrong for not wanting to fix something that he just doesn't want, when I feel like y'all both wrong for triggering us into feeling like y'all having your issues all the time and y'all not just prolonging this shit for the show. But that's just me. That's just me. Now we do see Tara and Amina, girl, not Tara and Amina, Peter and Amina having a conversation. Look, in this photo right here, Peter looks good. He looks cute right here. Older, cute man, but look, I will Peter right here. This right here, yes. Look, hook, line, and sinker around here. Okay, girl, I think he's cute. He ain't shit though. I think Peter will forever be a creep. You can't tell me no different. But I'm like, he looks good enough for you to bang. Anyway, he think he's so cool. You think he's so cool, but he's not. But he's cute though. I think he's cute. Hey, but Peter ain't shit. We know that. We fully know Peter ain't shit on every day of the week and twice on Tuesdays, which is today. But they sit around talking or whatever. Now Peter still feels some kind of way about Amina and Cisco hanging out back in, it was either 2019 or 2020 around the Super Bowl time or whatever. And Peter is hurt. I'm so hurt because you know what I'm saying? My ex-wife should be off them. I'm like, Peter, you married Amina, you married her while you're living with another woman. You can't ever say anything hurt you. You have hurt too many other people for your opinion to even matter. No, Peter, go sit down somewhere and be quiet. Okay, no. But I also can say that, wait, not Peter. I'm about to fall for his. I'm gonna fall for the Peter's fail. I don't know. He does have. He has some sex appeal and some style, but we know he ain't shit. So me seeing him in person, I would know. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Plus, it's better dick here in Detroit. Anyway, so Cisco wanted to play that thing, and that thing. Oh Lord. But again, he's upset about that still or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, Peter, you cannot be hurt because y'all are called the creep squad. Okay, y'all are creeps. So why would you think your creepy ass friend Cisco would not try to bang your ex-wife? That's what creeps do. That's the point of the name. Y'all are creepy. Okay. Now Amina tells us in her confession that, you know what I'm saying, look, nothing happened between me and Cisco that's worth mentioning. Okay. She does admit though that they made out. They were drinking or whatever and was kissing and hugging or whatever. I'm like, look, I fully feel like if they was kissing and hugging, but I do also feel like they probably had sex. If nothing else, Cisco at least ate her coochie. I see that's the look. You can't look. I am a grown adult. I'm a grown, full-fledged adult, and no one can tell me that two adult people who are drunk is around here alone in some space, whatever, kissing and hugging and drunk, and someone don't at least look. He at least finger popped her. He at least finger popped her or something. It may not have been intercourse. It may not have been penis in his vagina, but someone or two people had some type of orgasm that night. Because we adults here, okay? Because if you are willing to kiss your ex-husband's friend or your friend's ex-wife, you are willing to bang them, okay? Right. She would never tell. And I don't blame her. She never has to tell. Even her saying we kissed, that means something happened. You know what I'm saying? Something happened. But again, I still feel like something happened more than kissing. And kissing is the safe things to say. Okay, that's safe to say. Right. She was drunk and intoxicated or whatever. You can't tell me that he either did not finger pop her or he ate the chicken nuggets. That's who said that. Someone said, you know, ate her chicken nuggets. Okay, a whole 10-piece. Okay, round here. Cisco Cisco touched the list, but it wasn't her face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, something happened. And whatever it was, I don't think Amina's wrong. Because again, Peter was married to Amina and still fucking Tara. So at the end of the day, Amina can't do wrong. Okay. Can Cisco get it? Um, Cisco is too soft for me. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's attractive, but he also looks weird sometimes. Okay, so I don't know. What I do know is he ate chicken nuggets. Okay, he ate her chicken nuggets, and that's fine. That's fine, or whatever it is what it is. But at the chit and chat or whatever, she do tell him that, what I'm saying, Cisco's apartment, or not apartment, his hotel room's over there, or whatever, and Cisco was watching her work out or whatever. He was doing like some little dances or whatnot. So Peter's like, I can't believe he's still flirting with her when he know we on bad terms. I'm like, why tell Peter that Cisco was still trying to eat your chicken nuggets? Okay, for what? Who, what, when, where, how, and why would you think that was a good idea? Okay, but behind that, he then tells him how he's putting an event. Okay, and she wants them to go ahead and have a divorce party while they're there. It'll be a 70s theme party. I think it'll be fun. And he's happy, happy, happy. Okay, right. Allegedly, talking to Alex. Okay, allegedly, he ate her chicken nuggets. Look, he at least finger popped that girl. Okay, you can't tell me they weren't drunk kissing. He was finger popping her. Okay, and that's will woke her up. Okay, the finger pop of it all and the orgasm of it all. Okay. But that's just my opinion. Now they get a little field day, or whatever. Everyone. There was a little scene. Did I had a picture? I don't think I had a picture. There was what's their names, girl? Booby and I'm gonna find a picture. Booby and Sin. I ain't gonna find a picture. Booby and Sin was out here chit chatting or whatever, sitting around. You can't tell me that Booby and Sin don't want to bang because they was hugging or whatever. And I'm like, y'all pelvis was touching. It's only day 2. Why y'all hugging and got pelvises touching? Because y'all want to bang or whatever. So it's fine. But Booby is arranging a whole little field day of like games and stuff that's fun or whatever. So they on the bus going to the event or whatever, and we then see, they having fun on the pole. You see Bobby and them talking or whatever, and then Zell swag and then say, "Y'all too gay for me." I'm like, too gay? What is too gay? I really wonder what defines too gay to a gay person. Now, Zell say he's bisexual. Okay, he said he's bisexual. He wants to marry a woman. He wants to have children and all of these things, which is fine. Okay, which is fine. I would not be with Zell Swag because I feel like a part of me feels like, no, he wants dick. He may not mind cooch, okay, but I still feel like he wants some penis or whatever. But I did not get him saying that Jonathan and Bobby are too gay. So that offended Jonathan. I'm proud to be gay. I'm proud to be Dominican or whatever I'm saying. If I had to connect, I would always want to be gay. Okay. He then says how growing up he was bullied, you know what I'm saying, for being feminine. Okay, because we know that growing up, kids who have to be gay, if they're feminine, they do get teased. He brings up how he was bullied and teased his whole life about being, you know, feminine or whatever. He's like, so it's shocking for him to have someone who's within the LGBTQ and what I'm saying situation who would judge him that way. Now, to my knowledge, I feel like we've heard before that many people in the LGBTQ community judge other people for different reasons. Okay, and so I'm like, so why are you shocked? Now, when Jonathan then say, well, would you tone down your blackness? Like you want me to turn down my gayness? I'm like, what? You can't I was like, you can compare someone's skin tone to someone's sexual preference. I was like, no, don't do that. But I will say, once he kind of said how he said, you know what, I get, what do you say? He's like, look, I'm a feminine gay man. Okay, so I understand how a black person can walk into a room and feel like they're not safe because people can see that they're black, and so they can see the black person, so a black person feels uneasy and unsafe. He said, and me as a feminine, gay man, I also walk in a room and I feel that same fear. So I got what he meant. I got what he meant. I still feel like you can't put them two in the same box. So sometimes I think just stop. Just don't try to do both. But I got what he meant because I don't think Jonathan can hide him being gay. The same way Zell can't hide him being black. So while those are two completely different scenarios, it still has similarities because it's still something about yourself that you can't change because that's just who you are. And I don't think I've ever seen Jonathan not seem, and not to be offensive, but I've never seen him not seem gay. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, girl, I guess so. But I was like, in every press group, there is some level of discrimination within towards their own. Agreed. Agreed. So Zell wasn't joking. It sounded like he was just making a gesture in the way he explained it. Well, no, because even his confessional and things he was saying throughout the episode about how, when they were playing volleyball or playing the games, he wanted to make it seem as if you think I'm gay, but I'm this strong gay man. So you can't put me in a box of being a feminine gay person. But I'm still like, well, that doesn't mean that how Bobby and Jonathan are is too gay. Because what's too gay? I mean, because there's so many things I can think in my head, like, but I don't want to be offensive. But it's like, is he walking down the street, sucking the dick, you know what I'm saying, and juggling balls? Like, is that too gay? I don't know. But it's like, I don't know what sounds like it should be too gay. I can't take movies. I can't take movies seriously. You can't disguise being black. Correct. You 100% cannot disguise that. I agree. That's not they're different. They're different. Um, but the way he explained it, I got his point. I still felt like, but Jonathan, just leave it alone now. Just move on. Just move on. Gay is either you. Still reminds me of my friend. He feels like he can dabble in this lifestyle without that attachment to being gay. And this is what I see Zell trying to do, in my opinion. I do feel like he wants, and this is why it is, because Zell then said how, you know what I'm saying, look, because he was offended by Jonathan saying, if you can't hide your blackness, like I can't hide my gayness or whatever. So that has been Zell as a black man. But then he goes on to say how, you know what I'm saying, there are certain things that I don't want to talk about in front of other people because we never know who we're going to make uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about sucking a wiener in front of Joel Santana. I'm looking like, so is it that you feel like you don't want to be gay or have gay conversation in front of straight men because you feel like they will look at you as less than? It's like you want to be accepted around certain people. So would you not have that conversation around straight women? No, you would. So it's weird that I feel like Zell seems to not be fully open to being his full-on gay self or his full-on bisexual self, his full-on bisexual self in front of straight men because he still wants them to not have an issue with him. He still wants to be accepted by anyone who may not be okay with gay people. And I feel like I don't have an issue hearing gay people in general have conversation about what they like. I'm also aware that some straight men are uncomfortable hearing those same conversations, and that's fine. But I would not want a gay person to feel like they have to censor their conversation around people because at that point, when do we stop the censoring? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want them to feel like, well, I don't want to make anyone else uncomfortable. So y'all should not be talking about, how talk about things that a straight person, i.e. Joel Santana, may not want to hear. And I was like, girl, but now Jonathan wants to have a conversation with Zell because look, it's too many people being offended on day 2. It's fucking day 2, okay? And I'm tired. Zell wants to be friends with the he wants to be friends with the girls, but he's not a Mr. Ray or Bobby, but more of a not a Rolling Ray. I cannot. Zell can't say that to Jonathan when he himself has displayed some stereotypical gay qualities. To me, Zell was more openly himself the first seasons he was on the show. I do think now he's trying to censor himself for some reason. He's saying how he wants to be with a woman, he wants to get married, have kids, fine. But at some point at the day, you are still halfway gay. You're half gay, half you're bisexual. I don't get it, but I feel like I don't get why y'all fuss about, because what's too gay? I just don't think Zell should have said that. And I think Jonathan then bringing up the whole, blackness versus gayness. It's like, no, y'all both should have shut the fuck up and just be quiet. Sometimes just hush it on up, because if not, you'll put a foot in your mouth. But first of all, do what? I was thirsty. Okay, anyway, so they then get to the beach. I'm on the beach, okay, and they're conversating. That's not a word. They're having a conversation, and while we see them playing games, or whatever, it was playing carry the egg. They played tug of war or whatever. We then see everyone wondering, where's Cisco? What's wrong with Cisco? What's up with Sis of the Skull? Okay, now we see Cisco then having a conversation with Mimi. And, it's weird to me that he was earlier saying how he feels kind of way about not seeing his kids. He said he can't see his kids, and how he feels some kind of way seeing Peter and or Rich. But do Rich? He do have kids, but seeing other folks with their kids. But I'm confused. I'm like, Cisco told us he's not seen his kids in 6 months. If you have not seen your kids in 6 months, why are you now so just sad about it here? And if you're that sad, why are you here? Go home. And not only that, I'm like, are the people's kids there? I feel like the kids aren't here. So where the kids at? Why you keep it's weird to me. I'm like, are the kids there too? I need to know. Okay, but he ain't with us. But I was just like, I don't get why he's acting like being here is reminding him of his children when believe I don't believe that people's kids are there. I think this is an adult trip and the kids aren't there. So that's weird for me. But talking to Mimi and whatever, he then brings up how, he wants to talk to Sin. How him and Sin, at one point seasons ago was working on music or whatever. He liked Sin. He wanted to date Sin or whatever. So he was working with her on music on the idea that he and Sin was like getting closer. And Sin then told him how, well, no, I'm saying, I don't like it like that, whatever. This is just business. So then he then told her, okay, well, if we're not kicking it, I'm saying, I need you to pay me for the studio time and the work being done on this music. I'm like, that's not nice. And he brings up how he told her that after the fact, and she did not know that before the fact. So again, that shows that Cisco ain't shit. Because for you to say that you were going to help her do some music and not charge her, but only because you liked her, but you didn't tell her that, it's like, what is wrong with you? For what? Poor K. And it's weird that he then said, and now I'm here, I see Sin, I know I was wrong for that back then, and I want to have a conversation with her about that or whatever. But now I see her hanging out with Booby, and so I feel like I can't catch a break with kind of catching her at the time when it's ready. And I like me like, look, don't try to talk to her, on some let's kick your shit. Talk to her about how you was wrong, okay, for you to try to charge her because you thought she wanted to date you. That's on bullshit. That's completely on bullshit. Right. He was in her whole favor. Okay. And he wanted to charge her after he said, well, no, I'm dating somebody else, whatever. I'm just doing this for business or whatnot. Unfortunately, I think a lot of female singers and rappers have paid for beats, studio time, and recording with their kitty cats. True. I can full, and that's the sad part because I feel like save up some money. Don't use your cat for that. Because what happens is, words sometimes spread or whatever, and you don't want that to be something that you either have to live with or live down. Um, but it's also like the men who are, I won't say forcing, but very much so, allowing that to be a common courtesy. Oh, if you bang me, I'll give you this free studio time. I feel like they ain't shit either because you should want to. If the person's talented, you should want to help them in one way or the other. And I'm not saying that anyone should give out free studio time, but you also should not take payment by pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because that means you ain't shit. Okay, so I hope he do talk to Sin or whatever. He fully apologizes for being a whole creep asshole back then. Okay, and then lastly, okay, out of everything we see, straight Safari pulls up, and I'm like, he pulled up talking to everybody but Erica. Safari spoke to, hugged, and dapped up and shook hands with everybody except Erica. I'm just like, that's your wife, and now she up here looking sad, sitting around with Shekinah because their feelings are hurt. I was like, girl, now he brings up how being there will be hard, because Erica there too, and he trying to get there and be there to get back to his positive headspace. I was like, sir, Safari, get out my fucking face. Okay, Safari, go home. Safari, go get in a car and leave me be. Okay, leave me be. Because it's weird that both he and Erica want to have this. They feel like we can both play victim in one way or the other. Erica is the hurt wife who's oh so sad her husband ain't shit. Safari is the sad husband who wife filed for divorce because he don't know how to be. It's weird that they are like playing it together, in my opinion. They are both making it seem like they both want something more but don't know how to get there. And I'm tired of it. Okay, girl, they both can kiss my ass because I just don't get why it's this hard. Because if you gonna let him, either let the man cheat in peace or divorce him. And then for Safari, either be a good husband to her or let her leave you be. But the whole back and forth thing of them both trying to act like they want the best for this marriage, I don't believe it. I don't. I don't believe it's true. I think it's all fugazi for a storyline, and they're gonna be back on the next season of Love and Hip Hop, and we're gonna go through all of this again. Because again, we see that they're still not divorced. We still see them together here and there, where we'll see them like dressed as a family, but in separate pictures. Like he'll take pictures with the kids dressed up and shit, and then she'll take her own photos too. But it's all matchy matchy. I was like, get out my face. But that was the whole show, y'all. That wasn't all. I hope y'all enjoyed this because I was like, girl, y'all get on my nerves. Now, do not forget, this Thursday, I will have a game night Black Card Vote. That choices, question, and answers. It's going to be a good old time like we used to have. So, Thursday on my channel at 9:30, I will see y'all there. Okay, do not forget to comment in the comment section on the replay. Do not forget to do what? Follow me on social media and like the video, okay? And subscribe because that's the thing to do, okay? So I will talk to y'all on Thursday. Gotta go. Bye.